But I'm also a little concerned because I live right there. I can point to my roof.
Can you point it out? Use this one, it's better.
I just click it.
Yes.
Cheap like that.
Don't point at anybody's eyes.
I won't.
That's fine.
And my view is right there.
Okay.
And the houses that are to the left of that are exactly on the line where the water
Right.
drains down. And that is a great concern to everyone who lives there.
There's currently water draining in that direction.
Well, there would be, yes. But my personal concern at this point is for a variety of reasons, but one is that you have not mentioned the history of that property. And Woodburn Mansion is right there. And it was the home of Thomas A. Scott, who was the Assistant Secretary of War for Lincoln. And there's a lot of other history on that site. And there are some small buildings where your parking lot will be, I believe, unless they're closer to the left. And if I'm not mistaken, one of those buildings was one of the old bar companies.
I can address, I'll let Jack address the drainage issue. I don't think they're gonna have water there.
Well, there are other people that are going to be talking,
Right.
which I know are more concerned about that
Right.
at this point than where I am. But I would like to say that when you, in front of your project, there are 3 cemeteries. On the left, it is Eden Cemetery, which was the first black-owned cemetery in the country and holds many people very important to the black community. And the middle one is a business. And the one way over on the right, it was established in 1808, and we just finished a book on its history in the church that was there, and the Civil War veterans and Revolutionary War veterans. Excuse me. And that will be affected in many ways. But Woodburn is a great concern to us because we don't have any more open space. And we feel that that mansion is historically important enough to keep in some way for the community to use it as a historic archive, as a building where we can have social affairs which would benefit preserving it. And of course, the creek is there, and I understand that there is an area which is floodplain.
Nowhere near us. The elevation is way above the creek, and the setback there is over 200 feet.
Okay, so that nothing will be built in that area.
No. Matter of fact, I met with the Delaware County Planning Commission, who want a walking trail easement in the back,
Right.
and we said there should be
I
no problem.
heard the gentleman talking about traffic concerns, and the
Well, I don't
traffic
think they're
from there are,
concerns.
well, we
I
have.
think he said that these are the matters that they have to address. and
Yes,
then
I
they
don't mean
typically-
concerns, they're concerns for us because we're just listening and getting acquainted with all this. Penn Pines is so close to that, and their merchants are tremendously upset because they know that their businesses now are struggling with the economy, and they're afraid they're just going to be hit very hard. And the borough has planned a development at the old IGA lot, which is supposed to be open very soon with a large supermarket that we have been waiting for 20 years. And I feel that between the traffic and the access to a supermarket in the village may very well be adequate for our community without destroying all the history.
Well, let me say first, as to the mansion, which seems to be a principal concern, I don't think the community has had access to it, either using it or otherwise having it in any productive form. If anything, from what I've been told, the the mansion has deteriorated. The interior has been all ripped out and gutted almost.
Well, it was used for institutional
Well,
services, but it has not been used by the community because we didn't have access to it, because it wasn't used with the
Okay.
nursing home. But that does not change the fact that we need it.
That's right.
And I would just like to express that, as well as my concern for the traffic to Providence Road, and that will end up on Lansdowne Avenue and at the corner of Springfield Road and Chester Pike, which is already almost dangerous to get across.
If I can get back to the mansion, we are looking at, we haven't analyzed the mansion for a practical renovation and reuse, number one. That would be a first priority. If it can be done, and there is some serious concerns as to whether or not it can be done, we will do it. If it can be used in a reasonable, fiscally responsible way, and that justifies the investment to renovate it, we will use it for whatever can be used. Maybe, I don't know, medical office building, something. If it cannot, because frankly, the interior design of that facility and the deterioration that has occurred through the years will require a lot of money.
I do understand
Okay.
that.
If it does not, we are going to basically meet with the Historic Commission, the Fire Department, and the Delaware County
Well,
Historic.
I'm with the Historical Society,
Well,
and our concern is big time for this area. But my
whoever
one
is
request,
whoever is representing the borough from a historic perspective, we will deal with them. And the thought is, if we can't use it for anything because of its condition, its design, then we will work something out with the appropriate
Well,
body.
have one
Excuse me, can I say
request.
this, Ms. Wardell, I just want to move on to somebody else.
I just
would
have
like
one
to say
request,
this.
and that
Okay,
is
I would
that
like
you
to
would
say
consider
that, Ms. Wardell,
not approving this until we've
Okay.
had a few weeks or months to review it.
I just wanted to say this too. He said the commission, but whatever goes on in the historic part, you are always invited to sit in on it, if you'd like to. Anybody else on the second row, please?